Way back on this.
You're live. Yes, we are.
Well, we're going to have to get the link out for everybody.
Yes, we are. We had some technical difficulties. And it's not your screen that's moving, it's ours. We're having a little mini rockquake. How's everybody doing? What up?
What up? We're here.
So we were trying a new system and things kind of got a little oops. So I'll take responsibility because, you know, I have that effect on things.
We just got to run it a couple times on our own before we do that.
We got to figure that out a little better, but it happens. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start with the introduction.
Yeah.
All right.
Do it.
Hey, folks, if you don't know former lumberjack and Lincoln Potter's GM, Matthew Lundgren, folks, you should. Let me tell you. Matt.
What's up, guys?
What up?
What up? Potter up.
You know.
Pull the mic.
Potter up.
There we go.
All right. So we're also going to kind of give you a few updates for the past couple of weeks. I know we weren't on last week. So
we're going to do a couple different things now. We're not going to be live every week. There's a lot going on. We are doing about 5 interviews every Monday.
Yeah,
4 or 5
close.
interviews. So we have a lot of content, and we just kind of get a little worn out with all the stuff that's going on, and the fires, and sports has started again with all the football and the high schools. And so we're probably in the at least 2 times a month kind of range for lives, but we're also going to make them a lot more special. We're going to have amazing types of guests instead of just going quick. We're actually going to really be working hard on making that even more. So as you guys come on or watch this later, because I know our link changed, you can see we have Matt here from the Lincoln Potters. But before we talk to Matt, we're going to talk a couple things. We have a ton of content out there. We've actually been interviewing a lot of musicians.
Yes.
Like crazy. They're incredible.
Blues.
Country Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Queen of Pittsburgh is already out.
Tommy Tika from Fiddlin'.
Yeah. It's all over the world kind of interviews that are happening. We started off as this local talk show, which, you know, there's a couple of them here in Lincoln. You've worked with them or talked to them or something like that. They're, you know, big shout out to, what is it? They call them
Tavern at 12 Bridges.
They're awesome. And Mitzi does a great job with Lincoln Live. And we ended up getting brought out into the grounds contacted us, and we started working with the grounds. So there's just had the Taco Throwdown that's up.
Oh my God.
Check out. That's the
Sinister Creature Con.
Sinister Creature Con.
Oh my God,
awesome.
that was so much fun, by the way.
V. Neal. So we have
V. Neal, Naomi Grossman, who was on American Horror Story. She played Pepper. We need to make her a regular, by the way, folks. We need to get Naomi Grossman on every year. That's it. Period. Yep.
So we took this to a whole nother level we didn't even expect. Awesome. But at the same time, we're homegrown. We're Lincoln. You know, we're Placer. We're all about that. And so we were really excited that we actually were able to get Matt on here, and we're going to go right into it about the Potters and then how you kind of came about. You've been in baseball for quite a long, pretty much most of your career in life, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, thank you guys for
absolutely.
having me on, and sorry it took a while to kind of make schedules work during the season. It's
you were just a little bit busy hosting like 47 tournaments and, you know, West Coast World Series, you know, all that kind of good stuff. We get it.
A lot of fun, but yeah, it's busy. My wife calls me. She calls herself a baseball widow during the summer. So
I'm
been there. Not present as much as I would like to be, but thanks again for having me.
Not a problem.
My career in sports kind of goes back a little bit. I was a country club golf professional for a while. I played college golf before that. And then I was still trying to figure out my education. I was bouncing around and taking classes here and there. I lived in Ohio for a little bit. And I moved back to Arizona, went to NAU, got my degree, and my first job I was doing marketing for a newspaper. And my boss at the time was like, hey, he kind of, I think, felt me out that I wasn't having a blast doing what I was doing. He's like, hey, do you ever want to work in sports? And I was like, oh man, I'd love to work in sports.
Absolutely.
So he said his neighbor worked for the local AAA baseball team at the time, the Tucson Padres. He said, hey, they've got an internship in their sports marketing, PR, baseball relations department. Would you be interested?
Get out of
And I was
here.
like,
Go.
yes, please.
Right.
So I interviewed, got the job, and that's kind of how I
Nice.
got into working in sports and in baseball specifically. And then I kind of went. The Tucson Padres were in the Pacific Coast League, same league as the River Cats were for a long time. Now that's kind of all blown up with the new minor league baseball format.
Debacle. Sorry. Oh, I said that out loud, didn't I? Sorry.
So I bounced around and ended up actually working for the River Cats out here.
Okay.
My wife and I moved out to this region. And then after a couple of years, an opportunity came up to work in summer collegiate baseball, and that's kind of I jumped at it as kind of go from AAA baseball down to summer collegiate, but it was an opportunity to run the organization by myself.
Yeah.
Were you with the River Cats during the transition from the A's to the Giants?
Last year as the A's, I was there last year.
Okay.
A's. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So back when they won championships.
Yeah.
Oh no, they just won the championship.
Oh, did they win it?
Sparky. Yeah.
I'm an A's fan. So.
That was a fluke.
Freaking A's fan.
I love it. I love that.
Now, being able to run the Potters, I mean, small town feel, big energy. What does that mean?
Was because of the summer collegiate baseball or any type of small minor league operation, it is community based. It has to be for it to exist.
Sure.
From the host families, from your sponsors, from everyone who comes to the games.
Exactly.
They're all pretty much from. I mean, we get some people up in Auburn and Roseville and stuff, but I mean, it's pretty much Lincoln, Rockland.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, to be a part of something like that was one of the big reasons why I kind of took the leap.
And I think you took a great leap. Just if you don't mind me
Yeah,
cutting you off. I've been to numerous collegiate league games all over the state of California, and I'll tell you what, the best crowds, the best enthusiasm, and in my opinion, one of the best organizations run for collegiate league is the Potters.
Appreciate that.
I've been to games where I'm the only person in the stands, and you go to a Potters game, and there's a few hundred at least. So I got to tell you, that to me is spectacular. That means that the ball players are going to be able to be seen, bring more good ball players or better ball players here, so on and so forth, and that's what I like.
For sure. Yeah, we try to emulate the minor league operation as much as we can to give the players kind of the feel of what it potentially could be like if they get drafted or play indie ball or something like that. So that's how, from an operation standpoint, we really try to emulate that minor league feel.
Nice.
What's so how did it come around? Because I know there was a big community drive for it. Was it brought to Lincoln? Was there Lincoln bringing it out, trying to find somebody who could do this? Because that's what I never know.
So
Like how that process.
From what I was told, so there, I think, you go back to a few different entities. The Friends of McBean Park,
Right.
Nonprofit group, the City of Lincoln, Placer Valley Tourism, and William Jessup University. William Jessup really was in Placer Valley Tourism. They're who came to the table, to the City of Lincoln. Hey, you guys have this existing facility. We want to put a bunch of money into it. William Jessup's home field, Placer Valley Tourism benefits from it, from hosting events. People come staying at the hotels in the area. So that's really what got the ball going. That's why the facility had the new field, pretty much all the new baseball aspect of it.
And this was basically like a little league. I mean, it was a former pro field, but kind of turned into a little league field. But it was like a practice field for football.
It was beat up.
It was pretty trash.
It was Lincoln High School's home football
field at one time, right? Yeah.
Back behind left field. That's where the bleachers
right.
were. So yeah, I've heard a lot of cool stories.
I'm dating myself here, but I've actually been to a few games
there
when they played football there. Yes,
that's really cool.
No, it is. It actually is.
Yeah.
So those groups, they came together to get that initial, makeover of the facility, and so Jessup was going to use it in the fall and in the spring, but then there was a big hole from outside of Little League using it, a little bit. What's going to take place in the summer? And at the time, there was a league called the Great West League. They were looking at expanding, and I'm not sure how they got involved in the market, but they jumped at it. Actually, the original majority owner was also the owner of the Portland Pickles. So we were in the same league at the same time for a couple of years. And then he sold. There was like some non-compete thing. So in Clifton and Isabel Taylor, the current majority owners, they were minority owners. And it was thrown at them, hey, the majority owner's out. Like, you guys going to take over. So they bought the team from him.
Okay.
And really,
They stepped up and
stepped up to the plate for the community.
And there was a huge from here to here after he stepped down and the Cliftons took over, in my opinion. I mean, just seeing the jump up. And in the beginning, and I can't remember if he's still there or not, Brandon Bowling, who is also the assistant athletic director at Jessup, right?
Yeah.
We
work closely with him.
He's got yes. Brandon Bowling's a really good guy. For those of you that don't know him, he did a lot to kind of bring this forth as well.
He'd be a good candidate.
You got to get him out here,
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I mean, obviously, he's fully entrenched in the community.
Oh, God, yeah, big time.
And they do so much good stuff for our area.
And he's done a lot of coaching over the years.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Years.
He played college, high-level college baseball.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about some of these players, because these are collegiate players, and we're talking about, like, there's a lot of Division I baseball players, right? Cal,
majority of them.
Stanford,
Fullerton.
Fullerton, yeah. Well, and there's some homegrown to it too. There's a couple of local Lincoln guys that have played
for sure
on the team.
We've kind of evolved. So the first year when we were in the Great West League, we didn't know what we were doing at all. Getting whatever players we could. We had a lot of local guys, and then a lot of junior college D2 guys from around the West Coast majority. But as we've we got a new coaching staff in year 2. That's with our current coaching staff, Ryan Stevens. Who's our field manager. This was his 4th season, so we've had some continuity now, which really helps in recruiting and relationships.
Oh, yes.
So we started kind of down here, and now we're to the point where we're getting top players from top programs around the country. We still love to get local guys, but they have to be the right local guys. And for example, like Daniel Susak, he's the kid we've had the last few years. I mean, he's an All-American. He's going to be potentially a first-round draft pick next year.
Playing in Lincoln.
From Roseville.
His brother was a legit ball player. Played for the Giants for a few years. Went to the Brewers, if I'm not mistaken. Went to the Brewers. Then I kind of lost track. So
I'm not sure what he's doing right now, but he played at Oregon State.
Yes.
Prior to that.
But Daniel is better.
Oh yeah.
Because he went through Lincoln, which always makes you better.
Yeah, absolutely. Duh.
You know you're going somewhere if you come through the Potters.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, Susak's awesome. The Susak's family is great.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. But it's just like that level of ball players has really increased significantly. And in that same frame, like, you have a program where they stay with families here.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
All of the players that are from out of the area, they come and stay with host families.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of aspects of our operation that, if one was missing, we couldn't exist.
Yeah.
One of the main ones is host families. If we didn't have host families, we literally wouldn't be able to get these players to come here.
Yeah.
So we're fortunate. This year we had the most host families we've ever had for a single year. We had 25 host families.
That's amazing.
So they accept the player. Some take more than one player into their home for the 3 months. They treat them like family.
Yeah.
They often become part of the family.
Right.
They'll keep relationships with these guys throughout
as they go through the whole thing. Yeah.
It's super cool. And I ran the Gold Sox in 2015 for one season, kind of as a stepping stone. They were in the same league.
Yeah.
Lincoln was on the horizon, so I was there for 1 year and then jumped over to run Lincoln. And but they've been around for 20 years. And talking to some of the host families that have been doing it for 20 years, I mean, there's guys, they hosted Dallas Braden, hosted several other Major League Leaguers, and they still have.
They're like, hey, how you doing?
Awesome. It's really a cool opportunity, and we're fortunate enough in this community, not just Lincoln, but we have host families in Roseville, Rockland, even out in Sheldon.
That's cool.
yeah, really cool. They usually get a mix of who is a good fit for host handling. You've got families with younger kids that are in like little league or softball level.
Yeah.
It's cool to have a role model there.
Oh, that's really cool.
And then you got like the empty nesters who kids are either off in college,
come in and out whenever you
they
want.
got an open bedroom. They're like, hey,
Come on in.
come on in. So yeah, it's really cool dynamic, and
And they're the like just like family watching them too.
Yeah.
Some of them are out there. I've seen them. I know they are.
They got every
They're
game.
like every game. They're all about it and everything.
Yeah.
You're also very committed to community as far as like Star Spangled Banner. You have people singing from the community
sure.
that are singing.
My daughter's actually sung a couple of times,
Yeah.
which has been pretty cool. I don't know if you remember Emma Para.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah, she's come out and she's sung a few times the national anthem. Excuse me. So I thought that was pretty cool that they.
Yeah, we usually. I mean, that's like straight out of. Normally, and this year we didn't get to do it as much, just
Right.
because it was a bare bones operation this year. just
Well,
because
yeah, with all
with
this
so
stuff.
much we didn't know what to expect.
Yes.
Going through the season, but normally we try to get all like the youth choirs from all the schools and everything.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to bring the community out, but for us too, it's like, hey, we get the parents to come out and fill the seats. They want to watch their kid sing the national anthem. So it's a two birds, one stone type thing.
So sorry, I'm gonna have a Farley moment. So stand by.
You're
okay?
in too, so keep going.
Hey, I haven't had any. So Emma got asked to sing the national anthem at the River Cats game, and it was the first River Cats game this year where they had an attendance.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. And well, of course, I'm biased, by the way, folks. Shh, just a tease. She rocked it. It was the best I've probably ever heard her sing ever. I was amazed. I was like, where did that come from? Well, how did you pull that out of places? But anyway, so I had to throw that out there. Proud dad
That's cool.
mode. Don't fart
That was cool.
We're like the Potters are like the stepping stone to that next level, right?
Exactly.
You're Lincoln, and you keep doing it.
See, anything that goes to the Potters goes to the next level. Every single time. So now I want to get down. We did the administrative part.
Yes.
Let's get down to dirty, which I'm not getting dirty, but
Liar.
I want to hear some of your favorite moments.
Okay.
Like out at the park. What's some of your favorite? And it may even be like what's happened outside. Like
From
there's
the
some of
baseball
that.
side, or
Well,
like the
There could be just like you guys could become a family, right?
Yeah.
You guys have to come together and stuff. There could be moments just that people would never have seen. So are there some good moments that you can share with people that they may not, that really kind of draws them to the fact that we have a really amazing entertainment, high level program right here that people need to come to.
Yes.
It's that cool to go to.
I'll say from like just on a yearly basis, my favorite promotional night. So it's Star Wars night. That's my go-to.
Right on.
So we always try to do that big. Fireworks always that night. Try to get as many characters as we can. So that's always super fun. On the baseball side, my favorite game always is 4th of July.
Yeah.
And
I've been there.
For me though, I mean,
It's fun.
the first 7 innings and leading up to it, I mean, it is brutal. It's our busiest night, so I'm constantly busy. But when we get to once the beer and wine sales close, and I can like take it in for a minute, and my family usually always comes, and we go sit out the field and watch the fireworks. I love that night, and the parade that day is always super special, especially for our players too. The ones that are from out of the area that don't really know about that. And if you're not from a small town, you don't understand that. It's just different.
Yeah.
So when they walk that parade and there's 20,000 people, cheering for them, that's super special. And that's when we interview any player, if they were here for the 4th of July game, that's something they always. I'll never forget that experience. So I love that the aspect of it, which is that all ties into this community. Really is they embrace us, and that it's a singular type thing.
So is there some players now, because it's been going on for a little bit, and I know the level's heading up, that have really stepped to the next level? Where are they that you can kind of mention of some waters that have been moving on?
Probably the highest level right now is Derek Molina. He played the first year. He's from Merced. We got super lucky just to get him. One of our volunteers who's been here ever stepped away, Ray Garcia. He's had 2 kids on the team, and his oldest kid, Isaiah, who's just finished his career at Cal State Fullerton, he spent a semester at Cal State Northridge right out of high school with Derek Molina, and they had a good relationship. They both went JUCO route after that, and because of him, we were able to get Derek. Derek was only with us for like 20 days.
Yeah.
The draft used to be at first,
first
10 days of June. But I mean, he closed for us and also played shortstop and like hit 5 bombs in 10 games.
Yeah. He was filthy.
He was
filthy.
He was disgusting. Yeah.
So where is he at now?
So he's in the Minnesota Twins organization.
Nice.
I think he's bounced up and down between single A and double A.
Okay.
Obviously, COVID, they didn't have a season last year, so everyone kind of has a step behind as far as prospects kind of going on.
Yeah.
But he's been, I think, career ERA is like right around 3. So he's on the right track. I think he stays doing what he's doing. I don't know if he'll have a long career in major leagues, but those types of guys nowadays, especially if there's an injury and they need someone for a few days, like you're up. So like I think he could definitely have an opportunity to do that,
especially in the Twins organization right now.
I'm a Twins fan too. A few other kids from that first team get drafted.
Yeah,
they kind of, I don't know, like either fizzled out or just didn't work.
It's a hard road
for sure.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
It's not easy.
And I don't want to go too far into it, but yeah, the lower minor league levels, it really is a struggle. As far as the way they're compensated and the way they're treated, how many games they play, and how many days, it is a tough road to go through that. So we try to, we want to take better care of our players than the minor leagues take care of their players.
So I have a Farley moment, but I'll tie it back in.
Oh boy, here we go. It's time.
So, Paulie LaDuca.
Oh yeah,
Dodger catcher.
Yeah, Dodgers.
So
then went to the Mets. Yeah.
Yeah. So when he was in the minor league AAA, and he was playing Bakersfield Dodgers, and we went out to go see him play at Modesto, and then afterwards we were having dinner with him, and everybody was at Denny's. And these guys are broken down buses, and they're eating at Denny's, and they only have so much money that, and he signed this multi-year contract, getting drafted in the first round. Most of the other guys got nothing. So that I understand what you're talking about. That you're trying to take care of them better than even the minor leagues, because they really don't get much of anything, and they're chasing their dreams. And these college guys, they're in college, so they kind of have it really good. They come out to Lincoln, so you're also trying to keep up. You can't keep up to the college money, but
we can't.
But this small town feel you were bringing up is like the parade and the 4th of July and all that stuff. During the season, besides 4th of July, is there a lot of like get together, family dinner, that you guys do that keep that thing going and taking care of them?
We organize a few.
Yeah.
And it changes year to year. In 2019, we did it like a big thing at Top Golf, and we did a thing up at Corey Park in Laughlin. But we always do, we try to do a couple team building get-togethers. I have a buddy of mine, actually my former boss at the River Cats. He's now the communications manager for the A's. He got the whole team out to a game. We were playing in Alameda, I think. And
is that the Pilots still? Alameda Pilots?
It was the San Francisco Seals.
Okay.
It was a day game. There was a night game, A's game after. So I called them, hey, whole team went. So stuff like that, we try to do as much as we can. But really, the team does it themselves. They bond very quickly. They're all hanging out together. And that's one of the reasons why we kind of went away from, and it's kind of, we like both sides of it, but as far as team chemistry, we have a lot of local kids. Game's over, they're going to their girlfriends, their parents, whatever, they're out. When you have 30 dudes from all over the country and they're only here to play baseball, they're hanging out in the clubhouse till
2, 3, 4.
Too late, but they're hanging out together a lot. So
that's cool.
It's cool to see that. So they kind of do it.
So do you see that, like, because I saw that you played some teams where there was a lot of Cal and then there was a lot of Stanford on one team or the other, and so they know each other. Have you had guys that have worked very much that they play each other in the season when they're playing college? And have you seen anything like rivalry and that's where I'm getting into the dirt. It's not really dirt, but do you see any of that where they're playing different teams?
For sure. Yeah. No, I mean, a lot of them, they will have played each other before.
Yeah.
With each other. One of the cool things that we get to see, and this year is really cool. We had 2 teams, Stanford and Arizona, that were in the College World Series this year. The last few years, we've gotten a lot of Stanford and Arizona guys. So it's cool to see Daniel Susak and Eddie Park high five and give a hug before a game or something. Right. Like they would not know each other outside of playing for the Potters. So when you see that kind of stuff, it's pretty cool.
Nice.
I don't know that there's really. Yeah, I've seen like the rivalry. Like
it's more they join a team, they become that team.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
so,
awesome.
I want to ask. Let's kind of go back a little bit. You talked about recruiting these ball players. What would be the process if, say, some of these ball players out here wanted to come and play for the Potters? What would they do?
Or what is that? How do you find that? Right.
So the majority of the players that we get come from our coaching staff's relationships with college coaches around the country. So a lot of our coaching staff has either played minor league baseball, high-level college baseball. They've got all these guys they played with that are assistant coaches, and that's how we have a really with Stanford, Oregon. There's several other UNLV, Oklahoma State. That's just because our coaching staff has friends that are now on those coaching staffs. So they just send us guys. There is another part of it where we do actively recruit. Like if there's a kid, I remember one of the first things when I took the job, I started in 2016, ended 2016, but the first season was 2017. And when high school baseball season kicked off that spring, 2017, I was hearing a bunch about Brendan Roselle. And so I got to go see this kid play. So I go watch him play, and Brennan's awesome. He played for us, I think the first 2 years, and we're hoping that we want to bring him back.
He's down in Long Beach, right?
Yeah. He was thriving down in Long Beach.
So I got a story about Brett, too, and I'll let him get back.
The moral of that story is when I was there watching him play, I saw this kid, number 5, just hit tanks. And I was like, who's this kid?
Charles Middleton.
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 Yeah.
Sorry, I always say Middleton. My bad.
So I tell Ray, I was like, dude, who's this? He's like, that's Man.
It's Man.
I was like, we got to sign that kid.
Man's awesome.
He played for us for 3 seasons. And he was at Pacific for the last couple of years. He just transferred to a pretty good program over in the South. I'm drawing a blank on it right now. But he'll have an opportunity to go to the College World Series this year.
Nice.
And his dad still coaches football over in Lincoln High.
Does he?
And Middleton, that kid, I think he has a record for most tackles in a season. I mean, he
8,972. Just in case you want to know.
He's a baller. It doesn't matter what he does. He's a baller.
He's an athlete. Period.
Yeah. And Roselle. The quick one about Roselle is baby gap. I think is what they call him. And his dad's awesome. I'm gonna make sure his dad watches this. But I was starting my media company when I was doing 65 Sports, which I still have, and I took a picture, and it was like perfect hitting the ball. And then I realized it was his very first varsity hit. And so I actually blew it up, and I gave it in the frame to him and all that stuff. And his dad's like, no, he's still got that picture and everything. So
that's awesome.
Brett, he's just a great kid, good family.
Yes.
And, you got the Garcias. The incredible thing about that people that are watching don't even realize, that team won the section 4 years in a row.
2 or 3 years in a row, if I remember correctly. They had, I can't remember who the first coach was then.
They had a different coach every single
Duncan
year.
Came in, and then I can't remember who did it the third year.
Yeah, and then finally Mike took over.
Yeah.
So the amazing thing with Isaiah, because he's played, and now Eli played.
Eli's played for all 5 seasons.
Is he a 5?
Because he as a high school senior grad.
That's right.
Really?
And Eli is at, oh God, I can't remember right now to save my life.
He was at Northridge.
Right.
I'm not sure if he's going there or if he's transferring somewhere else. He's got
5
one more year
as a Potter.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So if he goes 6, does he get a watcher or
something?
He's got to go out on retirement?
Our ownership staff, we awarded him a scholarship this year.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Just for
awesome.
his impact on the team and the community and everything.
Yeah. And there's a whole bunch of Garcias coming up.
Yeah.
So you can almost fill a team with Garcias.
I think that's Ray's plan.
So Isaiah, a good stat. Senior year of high school, never struck out. That's
pretty cool.
His first year for us in 2017, he led the Great West League in batting, like 447.
Yeah. Kid's amazing. So
good little ball player.
Yeah. So hey, we got more people finally finding the link and stuff. So thank you.
How's
for coming
everybody
in
doing?
and joining us.
We're just talking baseball. If you guys have any
baseball.
questions, throw some up there.
Yeah.
Matt would love to answer.
Happy to.
He's got a little bit more time. He's actually got a football draft to do tonight.
That's right.
But we're gonna play a game before he leaves.
High stakes too, with all the other Potters coaching staff.
Yeah, you got.
yeah.
You got to have bragging rights for that,
Oh, yeah.
right?
A lot of trash.
So that's going down.
So, if you're in last place, what's the last place person have to do?
Be Piper the next season for one game.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's got to be like 110 out though, right?
So this year,
That's
there's
hilarious.
actually a debate right now. So last year, last place was Brock Raggets, who was our assistant coach. He played for us. He's really good friends with Brandon Bowling.
Mhm.
Young kid coming up in the ranks. About 2 weeks before our season this year, he was offered the head job for the Marysville Gold Sox.
Ah.
So now there's a little bit of a rivalry, but because he was doing that, he couldn't fit in the time to be.
No!
You
You
still
still got. Oh no! Oh wait, there we go.
So we got
TD.
bone to pick with him tonight. See.
He's gonna have to man up on that one.
Hold on, there's a
Yeah,
question.
Jeannie Fritz is in. That's cool. It's nice to see you, Jeannie.
What's
Jeannie?
new for
I know
the
Jeannie well.
2022 season?
What's
Yeah.
the what?
What's new?
I don't know if what's going to be new yet, except for we are going to have brand new seats by
Yes.
the backstop because we parted ways with our beloved
We now have seats in our
reserve
studio.
seats. That's the number one thing that will for sure be. That'll be brand new, fixed, permanent seats like you would see at Rayleigh Field or
Nice.
wherever.
So that's all that front seats where the chairs used to be. All that's going to be fixed in there. Comfy, awesome, wonderful seats.
I love it.
We're looking forward to that. Looking at a couple different. I know we have the new shade structure, which is awesome.
Oh my gosh, that's
There's
a
still
whole
a
other
couple
life.
gaps where the sunlight comes
Yeah.
through. So I'm working on
Kind of about the
something.
size of the ones in between my ears, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Something up there, and then potentially like a low profile misting system up around the top.
I like
So it's
it.
not, and I don't think it'll be something this is breaking news here.
Right, yeah.
Breaking news from What Up with Rob and Chris.
If we do that, it wouldn't be like constantly running the whole game because I feel like there'd be too much moisture. But like every time we score or if we hit a home run, then misters come on. Yeah,
I love it.
I like it. Potter up, folks, with Misters. Here we go.
that's some of the stuff that's on
Yeah.
there.
That's awesome. What else you got, buddy?
I like it. Oh, hi, Matt, Rob, and Chris. The new seating will be fantastic.
It really is. And I want to go back to the shade structure, too, because when you used to go out there, it was so hot, and everybody's real close to each other. Now, obviously, you actually did a really good job on spacing as people who came out, and we came out of what we were dealing with. And then, obviously, as we open up, more and more people can. But that shade structure is is there anything else like that out there? I mean, because
Not in our.
No.
for what
Northern
we're talking about here,
California.
you actually can go and have a nice game. You're not just getting beat down by the sun. It's such a great time out there. Let's talk plans, because this year I got my dad for his 80th birthday. I got him a 16 pack of games.
Yep.
They loved it. Whoever is taking care of you guys set them up right there behind the announcer and stuff, right in the middle up top and stuff like that. There's a lot of great packages.
Yes.
But there's also, like, you had McDonald's night. You have all these great. So anybody can get to a game is important. Season tickets now with the new seats. Is there more seats? Is it?
No, it'll be it's
all the
stay
same. Okay.
So right now the process goes. We're in the process of doing renewals.
Yeah.
So we give everyone a renewal deadline, and I believe that year it's Halloween, October 31st. And then after the renewal deadline, then we open it up
To anybody.
to new season tickets and packages and everything like that.
Now, if I remember correctly, you've pretty much sold out all the season tickets over the last few years.
Our reserve seats were super close to being sold out. I think we had 20 available.
Wow.
On a given night. Some nights are different. So like the 16 pack
Yeah.
tickets, those are pretty much like all your best Friday, Saturday promotion, opening night, and that type of thing.
All the fireworks.
So on those nights, those 16 games, I don't think there were any reserve seats available. But then on your like Tuesday, Wednesday, there still were some. So our plan is to reserve seat. There's not going to be any reserve seats available at the gate.
Wow.
This next season.
I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know about you guys, but you guys better step up and go get your tickets.
I mean, season ticket plans start at $149. And that's minimum of 32 games, so you can't beat that.
That's dinner for two out nowadays.
You know what? And I know people that share it too. You know, so they get a season sing, and then some go to a game, some go to another, and it's awesome.
Corporations, businesses out there.
So I think we put Matt to the iron because this is what I love to do. And I think What Up needs to throw out a first pitch next year.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yes, you do.
Love to do that.
You aren't going to throw. You can't throw. You can underhand. You can softball.
That's right. I can do a softball.
You can softball it.
After my last surgery.
So you hear it here. We're going to do What Up with Robert Chris is going to do a first pitch next year.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh boy, that's going to be trouble.
Yes.
A lot of trouble. Maybe we can get Emma to sing the national anthem too.
Yeah. On that same night.
Who?
Emma.
Oh, Emma.
Your spirit animal.
My spirit animal.
Yes.
Emma. Let's make it a What Up, Potter Up night.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
I like it. So, I kind of want to get into a couple of quick things real quick before we
go to the game and move them out of here.
Yes. I kind of want to bring up something that's near and dear to all of our hearts in regards to the servicemen and women that just lost their lives in Kabul. Darren Hoover, Staff Sergeant, Sergeant Joanna Rosario Picardo, Sergeant Nicole L.G., who's from our area, Roseville, Corporal Hunter Lopez, Corporal Dagan Page, Corporal Humberto Sanchez, Lance Corporal David L. Espinoza, Lance Corporal Jared Schmitz, Lance Corporal Riley McCollum, Lance Corporal Dylan R. Marola, Lance Corporal Kareem Nakui, I apologize if I messed that up, Hospitalman Maxton Soviak, and Sergeant Ryan Mouse. We would definitely like to take a moment for them.
Thank you.
Thank you all. For Sarah G, there is a GoFundMe page for her that some friends of hers have put up. Erica's going to put that up here shortly. So if you can, please go ahead and donate to her family.
So Oak Ridge High,
yes,
local to us out here in Roseville, softball player. Just amazing stories I've been hearing from people that know her.
Yes.
Somebody here in Lincoln actually was one of her softball coaches when she was younger. Heard some really amazing stories about her. Just an incredible person, and to all of them. So just thank you. We don't want to go too deep, but just
thank you.
Thank you.
Will you guys tag the Potters in your posts, and I'll put that on our
Absolutely.
post. I'd love to get that.
Definitely.
Get that out.
Yeah, we'll get
No,
that
absolutely. Thank you.
All right, let's bring it back up again.
All right, definitely. Hey, Anchor by Spotify, thank you for being one of our sponsors. There are podcasts and YouTube, which you are all watching us on. Thank you all. We greatly appreciate you.
It's game time.
Game time! Yeah, here we go.
So Matt doesn't know about this. Jeannie's here, so she usually will help out here.
Okay.
So it's Stump, Rob, and Chris, and Matt. And we used to do like this or that, and then we went to Stump, Rob, and Chris, and Super Producer loves it because it's really fun. So we'll start it off. Basically, it's a word or phrase, maybe?
It's idioms today.
Idioms from around the world.
It's idiots today. Hey, I resemble that remark. Thank you.
And so we have to kind of explain what these things are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you ready? You got the Cliff Clavin moments ready
Oh,
to go?
it's going to
and
come
everything?
tonight with the idiots. I mean, idioms. Got to get those mixed up.
So, pulling an old cow out of a ditch. What are we supposed to do with this?
Tell me what the phrase means.
What does the
Pulling
phrase
an old
mean?
cow
What does it mean to pull
Pull an old fat guy up. Getting him out of a chair.
Oh my goodness.
Here we go.
What do you think it means, Matt?
I mean,
This poor guy.
We didn't know this was going to happen. This happens every time we do a
I
live.
mean, when you think of getting something out of a ditch, but you would say getting a car, but this saying probably goes back before cars were invented. I don't know. Yeah, I'll go with yeah.
What do you got? What is
No, that's
Getting
right.
No, Jamal. Let's go.
Getting a car out of a ditch.
pulling an old cow out of the ditch? Going back to your ex.
Oh.
Ouch.
That's brutal.
Wow. Bam! Sledgehammer.
Thanks.
I guess that's not right.
Out of the game. It means bringing up an old argument in Holland.
Bringing up an old
Oh, in
argument.
Holland, of course. Well, since we're in Europe now, I figured like.
It's idioms from around the world.
Oh, around the world.
The
I
fun
thought
thing
it
is
was-
when we use these things later. Oh yeah, now we know these things.
Oh yeah.
All right, you ready for the next one, guys?
All right, here we go. Oh, I got it.
There is no cow on the ice.
Oh, I loathe you right now.
I'll take a
You
stab
got
at
this one? All right, all right.
That means the ice is too thin, so I wouldn't go out there.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
answer. Good answer.
That's really
Take a
good.
shot.
They're going to be. I can't even see that right now.
Not even gonna try.
Yeah, they are the ancient word meetings. she's giving Eric a big credit on this one.
Yeah, she.
All right, come on. There's no cow on the ice.
Well, basically, guys, this is what it means. Let me tell you.
I'm waiting.
So what it means is it's a euphemism for. Can I speak here for a moment, please? Thank you. I was trying to use a big word there. It just didn't work well. So basically what it means is that I have no idea. I'm done.
This is so good, but I believe there's no cow on the ice is because you have an iced coffee, you don't put any creamer on.
Oh, interesting.
In like Timbuktu.
Ooh.
Because around
Maybe
the
in
world.
Ireland.
I can't even come up with anything right now. My brain's gone on that one. Too many cows.
It means no reason to panic in Sweden.
Oh, yeah,
No reason to
absolutely.
panic.
So
There's
we've
no
gone
cow on the ice.
Sweden, Holland. Next one's going to be Norway or Finland. Here we go.
Cow, we got a cow theme here.
Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Oh, not my circus, not my monkeys.
Ooh, so that means that it is not something that you're being a part of and they're not yours at all. You're not taking any responsibility for their actions. And that's from Luxembourg.
I mean,
You're with that?
Same sentiment, yeah. It's not.
I'm with the
not
same
my
thing,
group,
but it's
yeah.
from downtown Oakland.
I'm gonna go India on that one.
All right, there we go.
Means it's not my problem in Poland.
Yes, so we were right, just not
Yes,
where.
I was right. Thank you.
Yes.
Point, Chris.
That one, I use that one all the
Yeah,
time.
Jeannie's
Yeah,
right. None,
yeah.
none of our business, right? And
That
that's
too.
exactly what it means. That's awesome.
Oh my God.
No. God gives nuts to a man with no teeth. Look at her laughing.
All right, folks, it's the Cliff Clavin
So what
moment
is-
of the night.
What is God gives nuts to a man with no teeth?
So the reason why God gives nuts to a man with no teeth is because it is the equivalent of being teabagged.
What?
Exactly, and that's actually from Uzbekistan.
Christabel.
Yes, what did I say? There's not. It's just a tea bag. You pull it out. You dip it in water. And, there's usually two of them. But anyway, that's what it is.
Oh my gosh, this looks crazy.
And that's your Cliff
Are you
Clavin
going to
moment
use
of the
these
night, folks.
tonight at the draft?
Yeah.
I'll give you the cue cards. That's God gives nuts.
I'm gonna pass on that one. I have no idea what that.
So
None of your business.
does that mean he's just got bigger nuts? Like
Like
the man with
walnuts.
no teeth is actually a stronger man. So he's strong. He's got nuts. He's got balls.
Okay, good answer.
All right, it means the inherent irony of life in Arabic.
That's what I
The
said. You best
Irony of
Uzbekistan.
life
Yes.
in Arabic.
Yes.
There,
Don't
don't
they
they?
go went a different way with the nuts than it actually was supposed to be?
It's like food nuts.
Yes.
I mean, I knew that, but I had no
I was
idea
talking
what
about
that
tea.
Come on.
You know?
Tea bag.
I know. I'm going to hell. It's all right, folks.
To set the dogs on someone.
Release the hounds.
Release the hounds. It's time. Let's go.
Yeah.
Get them.
Yeah. Go get them.
I think it's to go get them. I think that's an English thing.
So it actually is to flirt with someone in Latin America.
Wow.
So-
Hey, I'm going to let the dogs out
I'm
on
gonna
you,
set
honey.
the dogs
Oh,
out.
yeah. Here we go. Hey, what's your name?
In
You're
Latin
kind of
America.
cute.
Wow.
I think it's borderline inappropriate.
Bow wow,
That could
yo,
be,
yippee, yo,
though.
yippee, yay,
I mean,
bow wow,
teabag's
yippee, yo, yippee, yay.
It's not. Going where the Tsar goes on foot.
Well, this is definitely from Russia. And what it means is that he is going to go wherever the hell he chooses, period, case closed, and you can deal with it.
You guys want a hint? You two do this frequently.
Okay, I got an idea.
Going where the Tsar goes on foot.
Time out.
It's to go like on a tangent.
You do that all the time.
So where the guard
Okay,
is on
Farley.
foot, I'm doing whatever I
It's a
want. I'm
Farley
gonna go on
moment.
a tangent, and that comes from Kuala Lumpur.
Oh, that too. Okay.
What do you got?
I got nothing.
This poor guy.
You gotta be kidding me.
It means going to the toilet in Russian.
So you just said that we go to the toilet often
Yes.
on our show? Thanks.
Well, anyone who knows you already knows this.
Okay.
If
Well,
you don't
everybody
know,
does.
now you know.
Welcome to my life.
Feeding the donkey sponge cake. Feeding the donkey sponge cake. Oh, this isn't interesting. I know you know
I
this.
see it's like being wasteful or something like that.
Oh. Being wasteful. That's pretty good. We broke Chris.
Well, we are a bunch of jackasses here, so.
Dude, we're going so fast, but Jeannie, you got something for us on this? Feeding the donkey sponge cake. No, that's from the old one there.
Oy vey. Well, this is from San Rafael High School, actually. And
It probably was.
and it's in regards to, not wasting any of the precious, minerals and sources out
Don't
in the
waste the
lands
precious.
and valleys. That too. But yes, that's what it is.
So from San Rafael High School, do not waste the precious.
Yep. You know.
I'm done.
What is it? Yeah.
Giving special treatment to someone who doesn't need it in Portuguese.
It's being wasteful.
Aw.
That's good.
Wasteful.
I'd give a point. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, couple more.
And that was in Portuguese, folks.
Excuse me.
Not San Rafaelian.
All right, ready? We got
Relax.
Sneeze
I'm
all
not
over the
hanging
place.
noodles on your ears.
Well, this is China, and this is the
China.
way that you
You want
disrespect
noodles in China?
people by, hanging the noodles on your ears. So therefore, if you want to really piss somebody off, you hang noodles on your ears, and you don't do that in China.
I'm gonna say I'm not gossiping with you. Spilling the beans.
That's actually really good. I'm
Good
not.
answer.
Well, I happen to know it's from Italy, and you should know this as well. But not hanging noodles on your ears is you don't want your hair to hang over your ears, so you got to push it back. It's an Italian thing. You should know that.
That's
They call
not
it pasta
Italian.
in Italian.
Yeah, it's pasta, Jumbo.
She translated it. said pasta, she translated it to noodles.
Well, I'm going to give a point to Matt because it means I'm telling you the truth in Russian.
No, there you go. He's got two. Matt
is definitely smarter than we look, let me tell you.
A camel cannot see its own hump.
Can it see its toes? Anyway. Cannot see its own hump. Basically what it means is you have to watch your back and you need somebody to watch your back. So yes, that's it.
I think it kind of means where you can't see yourself how other people see.
Oh, good. Nice. That's going to be the W. Yep. She already signified. She's like, yeah.
I'm going to say it's actually that you, what you can't see, don't worry about. Like, put it behind you it's behind you. You can't see it. Why even bother?
I like it. Is this from Egypt, by the way?
It's Arabic and it's a hypocritical person.
Rob? Yeah.
Last one. Give someone a pumpkin. Is it supposed to say spice at the end of it? Give someone a pumpkin.
So this is Gaelic. Okay. It's from Ireland back in the 18th century.
Lots of pumpkins in Ireland.
So many pumpkins in Ireland.
Yeah, that too.
Big industry out there.
And it's in regards to how the Halloween derivative came All Hallows Eve. They would give a gift of a pumpkin, and so therefore they would be celebrating All Hallows Eve.
I love that Irish tradition.
Yeah.
The Irish tradition of, I don't even know how to.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
I think it's a farming saying, because if you give someone a pumpkin, then they have the pumpkin seeds, and they can take one pumpkin and turn it into a crop of pumpkins.
Give a man a
That's
fish.
pretty good. Like give someone a pumpkin and feed him for a day.
Something like that.
Like a fish,
Yeah,
right?
Give him a pumpkin.
But it's like an Amish thing or something like that.
I like that.
Teach him how to fish. Sorry.
I don't know.
This
Irish holiday is kind of weighing on
I'm telling
me.
you, it's going to be Gaelic. It's going to be Irish. I'm telling you.
Irish
right
Scottish pumpkin giving festival
now. That too.
on All Hallows Eve. They all come and just give each other pumpkins.
Can we find out if they even celebrate Halloween?
Yeah, so we gotta find that out. That's good.
All right. Well, in Spain, that's how you stand up to someone.
Oh,
Interesting.
give them a pumpkin.
Yeah.
You told them.
Take this pumpkin!
You told them.
I am so glad.
Oh my
those are
God!
done.
Did you enjoy the game?
Awesome.
That's what we did.
Matt
here.
gets the big W. Oh,
Yes,
yes.
he does. That was fun. What?
Ireland has been celebrating Halloween for more than 1,000 years.
Wow.
And did it talk about the great pumpkin?
Can a parent get a witness? Sorry.
People don't need to see that part.
My belly got in the way, didn't it? I get excited. I get a point for that just because.
So what do we have scheduled this week? We have so much stuff we
Oh
forgot.
my God.
We literally have the whole year full of shows.
We do. So we're coming up on almost our 100th episode, which is pretty darn sweet.
Yeah.
We are at 92, 93, but we have Michael Coleman coming out this week. We have Pamela Hopkins coming out this week. Actually, that drops on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Pamela Hopkins.
You know, all these people that are musicians we're talking to, we want to thank Mike at MTS.
Yes.
Their management company.
Michael Stover.
He's been bringing all these people. These are all people that are winning like awards.
Yes.
In music.
iTunes Awards, Hall
They're
of Famers.
number one in iTunes in certain categories and stuff. This is not like, you know, somebody who just goes and plays on the side of the road or at some local place. These people are actually got tours. They've got record deals.
Oh, yeah.
Go watch them. They're impressive.
Check them out. Look them up. They're number one on iTunes in South Africa, in Europe, in America.
It's Hall of Famers, record deals, awards. I mean, all these things that are
unbelievable and some great stories. So you can go ahead and go back and check out in our YouTubes or on our podcast, because this one will be on our podcast later on tonight or tomorrow morning. check it out. I mean, have some fun, listen to it. And we're starting to get more and more views and more listeners.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting
growing quick. Oh, Lego. They're having a Lego thing out at the grounds coming up
November.
in November that we're going to be out there. So we'll try and promote that as well.
Definitely.
That should be a really good event.
Oh, coming October, folks. Oh, God, this is going to be fun. Cemeterium.
That's right.
Yes, we're going to be out there doing some work with these guys. We're going to be going out for 2, maybe 3 days. We're not sure. We haven't quite got it down.
Yeah.
But on the 16th of October is going to be our first day out there, is my understanding, if I remember correctly. And then we're also going to be out there Halloween, possibly for a live show, which is going to be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And we're going to be interviewing some of the staff, some of the people that come out on the 16th, and so on and so forth. So,
yeah. And then, to all the kids that went back to school and parents that are celebrating the kids going back to school, to you, and to all the sports that are going on, to the new high school 12 Bridges and their sports. First, they're making history.
Oh, yes.
As they go. West Park is now varsity out in Roseville.
That's right.
There's a lot of new schools and a lot of stuff going on. It's really busy out here, and it's amazing how people are going. I go to a concert and how happy people are at concerts. I went. I'll admit it. I was at Jonas Brothers last night, but
so was Emma.
Okay, and it's just amazing. Even Rockland Quarry. I wanted to give a shout out to basically what's going on out there at ST Productions with the Rockland Quarry.
Dude, I heard Y&T was absolutely phenomenal. I so wish I could have made that.
It's just amazing what's going on all around the world where people are starting to come back together and just enjoying things. And I wanted to bring that all back up because you were a part of that.
Yes, absolutely.
The Potters were a part about giving us back things that we love. And I know when I went to the games this summer, how much people really missed and loved being back there watching baseball games. So thank you for providing that.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being on our show. What up? We love you all, and we will catch you again really soon.
What up?
Yeah.
Have a great day and a
Potter
better tomorrow.
Potter up.
Potter up!
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thanks for playing.